Jaya McClure on the handle. Oh, look at the quicks on her. That's going to count.
Yeah, they said it's all on you. Yeah, yeah. I just told him take the wheel. I'm just walking in my purpose, on purpose. I got the faith, I know I'm working. Protect my inner peace, I'm digging deep and really only scratching surface. It ain't perfected, but it's perfect. I just told him take the wheel. I'm just walking in my purpose, on purpose. I got the faith, I know I'm working. Protect my inner peace, I'm digging deep and really only scratching surface. It ain't perfected, but it's perfect.
So today with us on Stewart Talk, we have with us a special guest. Here on Stewart Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose, and today's guest is definitely doing that. Great student athlete, not just on the court, but in the classroom as well. Great hard worker, a great athlete, one that you will see putting in the work when everybody else is asleep, everybody else is away doing things. She's putting in that work, trying to be the best that she can be. Her ceiling is tremendous. She's going to be the next big thing out the MAC conference. Today we have with us the one, the only Jaya McClure. How you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing really good. Thank you for having me. This is an honor. I love your energy.
Thank you. So the first year you was in the MAC, you were all freshman team. The second season, you were all MAC honorable mention. How would you assess your performance from your first year to last year?
Well, my second year, I did miss 8 games. I had 4 concussions. So it was kind of all over the place playing and getting into the rhythm of playing, honestly. Because I thought I was gonna redshirt. I thought my season was gonna be over. So it was definitely a mental battle coming back after that too. So yeah, that season was honestly, something that happens in life where, you still have your good games, you have your ups and downs, but it was kind of like just a good representation of life.
Yeah, what would you say to the young athletes that might be going through the same thing, whether they have an injury or where they're coming back, but they don't give up and they can use that same ambition how you did to stay the course?
Honestly, it's one of those things that happens in life. And when you kind of look at the future, when you look at all the good things that's gonna come, because everything happens for a reason. So you just kind of have to focus on that aspect of basketball because that goes into life. Like you can't stay focused in the moment, you can't stay focused on an injury. You just have to, as long as you keep on working the hardest that you possibly can, the end goal is gonna be met. And you don't know how it's gonna be, how it's gonna be formed, but the end goal will happen.
Yeah, and you definitely the one. You definitely lead in the court. How does your leadership skills with your team? Do you lead with your play or do you lead vocally?
Both. I do a little bit of both. I mean, when I first started basketball, it was more of playing wise. And then going into 8th grade, that's when I kind of got out of my shyness and my reservedness. Because being a point guard, you can't be like you
Yeah.
have certain players like why, they don't gotta talk. But most people you have to talk, especially if you have the ball a lot of the times. So I really kind of developed that talking going into my sophomore year of high school.
Yeah. Who do you pattern your game after?
Honestly, I I really like Jordan Canada. I like Ari McDonald. I like I like Kyrie Irving. Like I
Yes,
love
I'm glad you say that because I see that all day when you handle that thing, and I'm like, I ain't about to be failing because I'm the interviewer today. I can wait and be going all over the page after this. My new favorite point guard, but yeah, I see that. I see that just the way
I
you
watch
do the ball.
I used to study him a lot. Like when I say a lot, I watched Kyrie Irving, I watched Kimball Walker, Trey Young, all of them.
Did you?
Yeah.
I'm seeing on the social media. Did you create that move where they go to the rim and they do the turnaround thing in pants at 40 degrees or something? Did you create?
No, no, no. I see people do 360. So I was like, with the content, when you just kind of try out stuff, I don't
But
know.
you're a creator, correct? What all do you do? Do you do blogging and all like that? You're creative, right?
Oh, see, I am. I got Instagram like 2 years ago because I didn't really like the social media scene. So now I'm kind of branching out of my comfort zone. I want to start doing podcasts and everything, and start doing even more when it comes to like the drills and helping little kids out and stuff like that. Because I like training, but even just bringing more than the basketball aspect to it.
Yeah. So was that always instilled in you with the training and working hard? Or did you just always know that's what I need to do to be the best?
No, it was kind of instilled. I mean, I started off doing fencing and tennis, and with my parents, it like hard work is just kind of instilled, you know. But at the same time, you have to get the grind on your own. Like just having hard work from your parents, you know, it's not enough, you know, to make it to the next level. You have to have it on your own. So obviously it's like a mind shift and consistent practice, because anything that you practice doing, that's what you're gonna start doing.
Yeah. What does hard work mean to you?
What does hard work mean to me? Honestly, just getting after it however you can, you know, whether it's like if you're on vacation, you're still in the gym. Obviously you're taking your breaks, but you're still in the gym. You can sense who who loves something, you know what I'm saying? Like who loves the sport, loves whatever they're doing, and making sure that they're putting their all into whatever they're doing in every single aspect. And it's not just physical training, it's mental work. Like it's hours of mental work, of reading, of training your mind and stuff like that.
Yeah. When did you see your game developing and really taking off? Was it high school before college?
It was definitely high school. Um, when because like when I first started playing, it was because of like I have a twin brother, and so when we started off, like he didn't play any sports. So and I got a dad, you know, he played football at Louisville. He did every single sport. So I'm like, somebody got to do something. So I started off. I'm playing cash, football, basketball, all these different things, and that's when basketball was the first thing where you know I hit that adversity with just a bunch of different people and like confidence and everything. And I was like, this is what I want to do. I threw fencing, I threw everything out the window. And I put my all into basketball for since like third grade, I'd say.
Yeah. What went into you picking Ohio to be your college? I know it's like recruiting time with the, you know, a
Mhm.
lot of the upperclassmen and they're looking
Yeah.
to, you know, to see what school they're going to go to. How was your transition in that?
Honestly, so my main thing that I focused on, I always asked the schools what their values were and three words how they would describe themselves of who they are, because you can't fake energy, you can't fake vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like you can, but you can see through it.
Yeah.
And definitely like coming to see the coaches, seeing the players and stuff, like the players kept it real, the coaches kept it real. You can tell that they were genuine people. You have a lot of people who's in for the politics, the business. You can generally tell, you know, who's genuine and not going for the politics. And especially because after my last AU tournament, Peach Jam, like, you know, I had a lot of schools hitting me up, you know, that was a lot of politic based. And like Ohio was the school that felt like home. It felt genuine. I had a connection and I always was asking God to lead me through my journey. And that's the place where it just seemed the
I
most right.
love that. I love that. What does faith mean to you and how has it helped you thus far in your journey?
Faith means this can all be gone, you know, like basketball is not forever. We were not the ones that gave ourselves this gift. You know, there's kids that are sick in the hospital, there's kids that can't play, they're hurt. There's kids that, you know, that you have to play for. So this whole entire life, you can't look at basketball as so serious. It's just one thing, a part of life. So you have to use these things to help other people to be a light. So that's also why I do like the creative stuff. But yeah, like, you know, a lot of times we're entitled. So that's also what helps, like when you have injuries or whatever it is, to kind of, you know, put it to the side and make it not as big as it seems.
Yeah. What are your goals for next year individually and team wise?
Individually, I want to play all the games in the season. And I want to make All-American team. I want to for my personal goals. And I really want to have a all-around great season.
Yeah.
I can just sum that up in a nutshell, all-around great season for the team. I want us to win the MAC tournament. We have a lot of good pieces, especially this season. We have hard workers. We have people who love basketball, want to play basketball. Um, and I know I think we can do it. Even last year, there was just a lot of different things, you know what I'm saying? But for this next season, I want us to just hit all the goals that we really want to, and just be a team that's, just connected and you can see it on the court.
Yeah. Did they say what caused the concussion? Did you get hit going to the hole?
Okay, the first one, I'm not even gonna talk about what happened. Let's just say there's a dumbbell involved. Not my fault, but yeah. So that started everything. After that, I was kind of messed up, and so the next time it happened, because I didn't come back too early, but once you get one, you get another one. That one also happened at practice, and so then the other one happened against Western Michigan. I got like knuckled in the eye, like deep down to
Oh
the back.
man.
And then after that one, I had like whiplash it was kind of a concussion. Yeah. So
Do you consider yourself more of a scoring point guard, slasher, or a contributor? Like you get everybody involved or both?
definitely both. When I started off playing, it was just obviously I assisted, but it was scoring. And then going into high school, I got placed on a team where you have multiple good people, and it really formed me into a point guard, because I learned how to facilitate and get mine. And it's a really hard balance because sometimes you can fall under. And so throughout high school, it would be like, talks with my dad, like, what I'm saying? Because, some games, like you balance it wrong.
Yeah.
But the journey of being a point guard is really hard because you set the tempo. Like the main important thing is to set the tempo of the game, be the floor general. So balancing scoring and getting people involved, that's what I like to do.
I just envision like even with seeing your style, your game, when they get the rebound, they need to be giving it out to you because it seems like you can start the offense from like all three-fourths of the court and you will be pushing it. Do your team ever like kind of not be running with you and you have to wait on them? Do that kind of like a struggle because you get it and go?
I do get it and go. This season, I think it's going to be really good because we have taller people, we have rebounders. So even just from these practices that we've been doing, like we're getting going, and that's basketball. That's playing fast plays. They can't set up a defense. Like that's basketball.
Yeah. How many times you made somebody fall? Because I already know you got some body. I already know. You handle that thing
The
like it's
only so
like a
look,
yo-yo on the string when you dribbling.
the people who if I make them fall or like really stumble, it means they're playing real defense. Because if you don't stumble or fall, you're not playing real defense. Like you're kind of already backing up, scared, not biting at the moves.
Yeah.
But no, I definitely love dribbling. I love dribbling.
What's a what's a memorable moment or a play that stands out from last season?
Definitely an ankle breaker. And so like two is an ankle breaker against Texas State. Another one would be like a fast-paced movement into a game-winning assist to one of my players, Kate
Oh,
Dennis. That was a good memory.
wow.
Uh, yeah, those are good memories.
Why do you wear the number 0? Is it significant or is it something you picked?
I love simplicity. Like I love simplicity. I love zero. I love like just get it done, get the job done. Agent zero. And honestly, they with the numbers like they had said a bunch of special stuff about number zero, and I was like, yeah, like let's go with that.
Yeah. What y'all got? White, green, and black jerseys?
Yes,
Which
yeah.
one is your favorite?
My favorite is definitely the black because of the fit, but white if it's like, but I like the black.
Yeah, that black hard.
Yeah.
What's some of your strengths and what's some of your weaknesses?
Honestly, my strengths, um, shiftiness, ball handling, IQ, getting downhill, making the defense have to, react and everything. Um, and definitely goes hand in hand with like my mental. Like I have my positives, and at the same time, like I have, you have your negatives. And so sometimes like you can tend to let people tell you your game, if that makes sense. And
Yeah.
so when you are like a shifty, a quick player and you get downhill and you create for a lot of people, you can let people mold you kind of into who you are and how you play. And so that even goes into just like my shooting. Like I love to shoot the ball, but a lot of people, they love, hey, go, 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 go. Like they love seeing speed. They love you creating for other people. So that's
Yeah.
also been a balance, because sometimes it's hard to get like, it's like when I go, I have to get my own shot sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, so definitely definitely like the mental side of everything, and like, always taking the right shots, because sometimes that's hard. Like, you want to, you take a rush shot, um and making quicker decisions, just either shooting it instead of driving, because
Yeah.
sometimes you just get so looped in like starting the offense when you just shoot the shot. Um and also want to rebound more, be intentional about it.
Yeah.
um Yeah, I definitely want to be more intentional about rebounding and being in, just anticipating more on defense too. Being in the right spots off the ball. So
Yeah. Do you kind of battle with yourself when you like, I know I can take this person, but let me run this offense? Is that a constant battle?
that definitely, it happens. It happened more freshman year, sophomore year, not as much. Sophomore year, like it's kind of a weird season, just being in and out, in and out. But that was freshman year, it was a big battle.
Yeah. What do you want your legacy to be after you leave Ohio University?
Honestly, so I mean, I've been doing some camps. I've been doing training and everything. So I really want to use basketball as a way to talk to people about life, and God, just everything, So I don't want to make it just basketball. I want to use basketball to actually reach people, to make change, to just be positive and show, not just in talking, but how you walk, how you live. Um, and just making life better for people, like it's not just about basketball. I still want to leave, obviously I want to leave that legacy of basketball, but I want people to know me for more than just that.
Yeah. Do you think, and I know it's still early, but do you think you'll probably play at the next level? Do you want to play past college?
I do I want to play past college.
Yeah. What do you think about the state of women's basketball in general and even the WNBA?
It's booming right now, and it's exciting. I mean, I went to last Fever game, um when Caitlin Clark broke her record. She got a triple double, and they're showing all the stuff on the jumbotrons, and like, it brought some tears to my eyes a little bit, because it's just like, game changing, like
Yeah.
it's insane, and they're making it for the better, more than just basketball, and that's more of what we need.
Yeah,
So
and I don't like how they keep on comparing them and putting them against each other. They need to just split the rookie of the year
they
because
don't,
she's doing amazing with the assists and scoring. And Angel Reese is a walking double double,
and
breaking
that's
records. Like you gotta let them split it.
And that's the sad thing. That's just life. Like that's always gonna happen. It's just crazy, like that's the thing too. Like the game, you have your good with the bad. So as it's increasing, you always have just little things that that is negative.
Yeah. So after a big game that y'all done won, what is you wanting to eat or what is you going out to get something to eat at?
So wings, I'm
Wings.
getting wings, and I'm getting a shake. I'm getting wings and a shake.
Yeah. What do you do before you get ready for the game? Like, is you listening to music? You just sitting there quiet? Like,
I don't
what
talk
gets
to
you going?
anybody. Like for me, I'm a person like, I have my routine, but at the same time, I do what I feel. Like if on that day, if I feel like socializing a little bit, like I socialize. If I don't, I just listen to myself. If I don't, I always have my music. But some days, like I don't feel like socializing. But I definitely, like, I have my own stretch sessions. Um, and like I warm up not too long, but no, I just eat like a light meal, and I pray, and I get into my zone.
Yeah. What do workouts look like for you and training for you? What do you do and what are you working on?
My workouts, so I start off with ball handling. My ball handling, it's an intense workout. Um, one ball, two balls, sometimes tennis balls. Um, And then I get into my shooting. I do catch and shoot, just stationary. Then I'll get into mid-range game. Um, and then I get into finishing. I do finishing in the beginning of my workout and then some at the end, obviously, like with ball handling. So I'll just do shooting with ball handling, finishing with ball handling. And here and there with some of my trainers, like we've been just doing a lot of like off the ball screen, passes and reads and stuff like that, coming off of flares. Um, yeah, and a lot of conditioning, high speed, like it's harder than the games, obviously.
Do you got to
So
leave the court with a make, or you can't leave without a miss?
I
How
gotta lead a court with a mate. I gotta lead a court with a mate. You're not a hooper if you don't lead a court with a mate.
Yep, yep, definitely. What would you say
Yeah,
to a
you're not a
teammate
hooper.
what would you say to a teammate that's down on herself, or after a misplay or turnover or something like that, she down on herself? What would you say to her?
So what? I had a trainer, all he said was, so what? So what? Anytime you messed up, so what? It
Yeah,
doesn't matter. People, they don't remember anything. You airball and 5 minutes ago, nobody remembers. Just make the next bucket and nobody's gonna remember. So
facts. And you mentioned your family, your dad and different things like that. What does family mean to you, and how have they helped you up until this point?
family's everything, for me. Like in this life, you don't always have too many genuine people. I mean, if you do, then that's your family. But I stick close with them. I've had a lot of ups and downs with people and coaches in my life. I've had a lot of terrible coaches. I've had a lot of terrible people in my life. And you're gonna have that. You're gonna have people who are trying to, bring negativity. Like that's what happens on your journey. But my parents, my brother, my family, they've just been people who have been like my firm foundation, my rock.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Whatever comes to your heart, can you speak something positive to the youth?
just keep going, keep going. Everything will work out, and even if it doesn't work out to your way, you won't know. um and keep God first. Like I said, anything that happens in your journey, it's only gonna keep you from moving forward. um and always keep training, every single day. If you need a ball in your hand, you're shooting, you're getting some shots up, it's all gonna pay off for later. And that's if you want to make it to the next level for college, for pro, that's what you're going to be doing. So you want to just get ready for that work ethic as you're building up.
Yeah, and what for like players that don't know where to begin or where to start as to work on their game, what should they be doing? Because a lot of fundamentals is missing in the game now and it's
Yeah.
hindering players. So what would you say to that?
The best thing is, what I tell some kids is the basics. If learn learn how to catch and shoot, just be able to shoot the ball, be able to, like, for your handles, if you are able to go left and right and you're able to handle the ball with defense on you, that sets you apart from so many players. Especially if you're a shorter guard, if you are able to go left and right, handle the ball with high intensity pressure, there's so many people that can't do that. So that's like the first step, because once you start playing top tier talent, that pressure is going to be on you. And if you can't handle that pressure, and same with defense, just being able to guard the ball, being able to guard off the ball, and looking at IQ, looking at film. So definitely watching a lot of basketball, being curious and playing against people who are older, stronger, and better than you. That's how I started playing with guys. Um, so yeah, all of those things.
Yeah, well, we thank you. This was great. You dropped a whole bunch of gems. It make me even know you more as a player and know you more as just the athlete, because it's more to you than just being an athlete. It's the gift that you got inside you and what God has put inside you. So we just thank you. We pray that God continue to bless you, that He strengthen you. May He give you healing. May everything be able to heal right. May He reclaim the time that the enemy stole from your injuries and missed games, and may He strengthen you and give you peace. May your steps be ordered. May you be focused. May you be that leader that He's called you to be. May greatness just be inside of you, and may anybody that's around you be blessed because of the favor of God that's on your life. And we just wish nothing but greatness, and you're going to be great and just walk in your purpose on purpose.
Thank you so much. I really appreciated this.
Yep, yep. This we getting more in. It's just the first
Yeah.
one. My favorite point guard, Agent Zero. Yeah, we
Yeah.
appreciate you. Yeah, man, you can do it, man. Just have that confidence and that boldness like a lion and do your thing. And it's gonna be greatness this year.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
To give up, but my purpose wouldn't let me. Think I really care about a hater? Ain't gonna let nobody stress me. I'm really God's child. I could